What's up, guys? How you all doing? First off, I hope you're all having a good day. And I want to let you guys know that I was here in my office ready to ship out a bunch of books today, and to all you wonderful customers. And thank you so much for supporting Kevin and I on our show, Kicking It with Onrie and Kevin, the live shopping show, which airs 5 times a week, every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Thursday. Every Wednesday and Thursday we're on CBSN, and every Monday and Wednesday we do 2 evening shows where Kevin, my partner Kevin Hines, is on the air with me. And so basically I decided to just I had a couple people pick up SHIN, and they asked me if I would sign their books for them, and they were actually thinking about waiting until the next broadcast to order the books. Well, I told them you don't have to wait. If you want me to sign your books for you, I'll just I'll do it as another separate live broadcast. So here's what I'm willing to do for you guys right now. If you're interested in buying SHIN right now for the next I don't know, we'll just see how things go here. I'm not really this is kind of like a spur of the moment thing, but if you guys want to pick up SHIN right now, this is a great opportunity to get it. And I'm offering some really great deals. I have the first 4 issues going for just $10 right now, and I figured I'd talk to you guys a little bit about SHIN and tell you what it's all about and see if we can get some action going here. So SHIN, for those of you guys who don't know, is about a Korean admiral that battled the Japanese in the 1500s, and he was outnumbered 10-1, and he beat them 23 times in a row and never lost a single battle. And it's all based on a true story. And we got a deal going on right now where if you buy all 4 books, all 4 of these comics here, it's just $10 for the whole set, all 4 for $10, and I sign them all for you. You're saving $1 off the cover price of every single book. And here's what's cool. When you're doing this right now, normally I got Sharpies, but all of my Sharpies they're all dry. I got to go get new markers. So as of right now, I'm going to be signing books with this pen right here. And this pen is really important to me. This is the pen I use to sign every single contract and deal that I've ever had while working in comics. And I've had this pen for a very long time. And I'm going to be signing books for you guys right now. And it signs just as well as any Sharpie. As you guys can see, I did a little test run with it over here. Sorry, this camera, I'm not used to sitting down. Right here, you guys can see it shows up just fine. And I will sign your book. I'm going to sign our customers' books right now. So I got Andrew Garcia here who messaged me on Saturday, and he picked up a really awesome book. He picked up Batman Beyond #1, which is awesome because that's the first appearance of Terry McGinnis as Batman Beyond. And for those of you guys who don't know, Batman Beyond is actually getting a movie made very soon. So remember what I said about that pen just now? Turns out I can't do that the exact way that I wanted to, so I'm going to have to try a little bit different here. Some of these books are printed up on different types of paper here, but I'm going to make this work. Don't worry about it. It's what I do best. So yeah, I picked up the first appearance of Batman Beyond, which is really, really tight. And I'm going to be getting that out to him today. And another person who picked up stuff was Richard Shipp. He got the SHIN hardcover graphic novels, which feature a foreword by Stan Lee. And dagnammit, Andrew, I signed all your books and I put 2020 as the year on it. I'm sorry, dude. I'm still going to hook you up with this. Let's just say that you bought your books last year. No, nothing wrong with that. You're one of the few people who got SHIN in 2020. It was really hard not being at conventions last year, but you know what? At least I got a good run in at C2E2. I had a really good time, and I get to do this right now, which is kind of cool. I never pictured that there would ever be a point where I'd get to do like a live signing from like just my computer, which is kind of different and all this stuff. And we got some people watching right now. I'm really happy about this. This is excellent. So, Mr. Garcia, your books are all signed for you. This is memory for you to cherish. You could show your grandkids and everything how Onrie signed your books for you live. If you need CGC verification, take away your certificate of authenticity. Richard, Andrew Garcia, I got you covered on this. All your books are signed by me in pen. Ew, this one's a little ugly. I'm gonna fix that up for you real quick. Let me see how I can fix that up. I'm good at fixing things. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm horrible at fixing things. But I'm really good at pretending like I can fix things. This is really not good. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that up. So just so you guys know, I also am hooking up bookmarks with all of your purchases. So everybody who gets books from us, you get a free bookmark. And another thing we got are these Warline sketch cards here. So, oh, Russell. All right, awesome. So, Russell, we got a couple different types of ways of picking up Yisun Shin. So you can get the first 4 for 10. I also have the all 9 at 23. And basically, Yisun Shin's a trilogy of books. So the first 4 wrap up the first year of battle against the Japanese. And the second arc takes place 5 years later. So when Japan initially came into Korea, they totally messed everything up. It was brutal. And Yisun Shin, he was so outnumbered against the Japanese that it was pretty much impossible for him to take on the entire Japanese military. And yet he did with very few ships. And he won 23 battles against them, but it was not an easy feat. And what ended up happening was eventually he was getting so good at beating the Japanese in battle that they realized that they couldn't fight with him at sea. So they planned this whole operation to basically get Yisun Shin arrested. And this is what happens in Fallen Avenger. This is the second arc right here. And this is kind of you're a Daredevil fan. This is sort of my my Born Again arc, so to speak. This is where you see the hero just totally fall, and that's what happens. Yisun Shin gets arrested. He gets beaten within an inch of his life. It happens in Fallen Avenger 3. It's super brutal, and in the process, his navy that he worked so hard to build up to fight against the Japanese invaders was completely destroyed by in one battle by this dude right here. His name is Girijima Michifusa. He was a samurai general. It's this guy with the big club here. And we really wanted to make his design, we wanted to really have fun with this character. And we did some research on Japanese onis, which are demons and stuff. And we don't have any there's no mysticism in Yisun Shin, but the idea of mysticism existed, and there were people who believed in it. And we decided to make Michifusa one of those, types of characters that he would almost appear as if he were a demon when he'd go into battle, because that's a samurai. They wanted to look terrifying in front of their enemies. So we gave him this big club right over here, and it's a spike club, and he totally kills off a character. He kills a lot of people with that club. But then eventually, him and Yisun Shin, they have a battle in Fallen Avenger 4, which is the culmination of everything, and it leads up to one of Yisun Shin's greatest victories in battle. I mean, if you guys ever want to see a setup for the ultimate bad guy and then seeing him fall and all that stuff, it all happens in Yisun Shin Fallen Avenger. It's fantastic. It's a series I'm really, really proud of. And then we have Hunter and Destroyer 1. This is the final arc of the Yisun Shin series, and it is the first issue. We are working on issue 2 of that right now, and we're going to have that out later this year. We'll be doing a Kickstarter for it, and it's taking us a long time because we really put a lot of effort into the artwork. So it's consistent throughout. The same type of artwork you see on the covers is exactly what you're getting on the inside of every single book, and we don't really deal in variants, which is actually about to change now with this 10th issue, because it actually marks some pretty major things happening in the series as it's closing out. So And yeah, so what we're doing, Russell, just so you know, and you let me know how you want to do this, we have all 9 single issues of WILSON SHIN going for just $23 right now. So you're basically saving $1 off the cover price of every single one. And I'm going to go get you, you know, whatever you decide to pick up, I'm going to go grab it, and I'll sign it for you right now here. And yeah, that's, you know, so that's the 9 for 23. And then we also have the trade right here. The trade this is the first volume, so it's the first 4 issues, and it has a foreword by Stan Lee in there. So Stan Lee wrote the foreword to this book. I got to meet him a number of times. A super nice guy. And it's got over 50 pages of bonus content, including a director's cut of how we made the book, interviews with our creative team. They're like based out of different parts of the world and all that kind of stuff. And I got creator profiles in the back. Now, normally I sell these books for $25. If you look on the bottom here, that's it's kind of hard to see it here, but the price tag on it's $25, and I'm knocking it down to $20. And we also have the second volume, which I'll also knock down to $20. So if you get both graphic novels, and this one also has over 50 pages of bonus content, it just has different stuff. So the 2 of them are going to go for $40 as a pair. Russell, I got you on the 9 issues. And since I'm here talking to you guys right now, I have another book that I worked on. I got a ton of stuff. So I also have Marks, A Tale of Neglect. This story is about my grandfather's life. And during World War II, he was a Russian Jewish soldier that battled the Nazis. And it's a standalone story. There are no sequels or prequels to Marks. And it features 3 very distinct art styles to kind of like take you through my grandfather's life. And it's a story that actually all this stuff obviously happened, but it's a story of how I learned about my grandfather's life as he was dying. So a lot of the stuff you see in here is me trying to kind of like trace what happened to him as he was kind of fading. Because one of the things that was happening was he was really sick as he got older. And when I was finally interviewing him, he was in a hospital bed, and he was kind of coming in and out of it. And he was telling me some random stuff, and it was pretty wild. And there were certain points when I thought he had died, or I thought he was going to die, which was even scarier. And it scared me because there were still so many questions I had. You know, there were still so many things I needed to know. And unfortunately, he did die too soon. I mean, it was really hard for me afterwards to kind of like pick up the pieces and bring everything together. And honestly, if it wasn't for J.M. DeMatteis, the editor of this book, who is a long-term comics vet, I don't think it would have been possible. And Marks is going for just $15, and it's a standalone story. There are no sequels or prequels to it, and I will sign that for you as well. And another thing I got is Tales from the Crypt. I worked on Tales from the Crypt, and you know who else did was Christina Blanche. And this is the single issue. It's going for $10. I'll sign that for you. I have the soft cover going for $15. It's got a Bernie Wrightson cover. I got a hardcover going for $25. So Russell, you asked for the 9 issues. I will just jump back real quick. Let me go get those 9 issues so I can sign them for you, because if you're here watching it, you know, that's what's up. So I'm going to just run a quick commercial. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run a quick commercial for you guys for my shopping show, and that way you guys will know what's up. Let me know how you're doing. Contact me. We got some people right now watching. Please, you know, hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. I'm chatting with you guys. I'm here for however long this goes on for, maybe another, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. But just give me a second. I'm going to go pull your books right now.
For years, they have dominated at countless Comic-Cons. Now they are committed to bringing the experience back in a whole new way. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the 2 greatest showmen in modern comics. So kick back, bust out your keyboard, and get ready to call it as you see it. You're watching Kicking It with Onrie and Kevin, the live shopping show.
And we're back. Look at that. We got some comments. Joe, what's up, man? Good to see you. I just decided to do a live signing, man. I had some people I had to sign books for, and so I just figured I'd just do it. And Russell, you're the first person I'm signing it correctly to. Look at that, 2021, the year of awesomeness. I'm very optimistic for 2021. Honestly, I know a lot of you guys are distraught about what's going on right now, but there is some really awesome stuff happening right now in comics and entertainment. I don't know if you guys have heard about the comic book shopping experience, but this is a really, really big deal. I'm a dealer on the comic book shopping network, CBSN, and just getting on there has just been really, really awesome. All you guys are just fantastic. We really appreciate all of your business and support. And the comic book shopping experience is really kind of like an ESPN for comic book fans, if you think about it. And I think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to bring everybody into comic book shops, which is what we want. We want more people buying comics. Oh my God, what happened to this cover? Hold on, Russell. Let me get you a better fallen measure too. Something must have happened there. Must have gotten hit. Well, anyway, I just think it's cool that that there's now going to be a network dedicated to comics and entertainment. That's really what this is all about. And I think the people that are involved in this all know what's up. You got Jesse and Jen, who are running CBSN and have done such a great job of building it out. And you got Dynamite's publisher, Nick Barucci, who has a background in live sales, like a deep background from, working on QVC and, working on pushing other stuff. So this is really fantastic. Russell, your books are signed, brother. Thank you so much. I got a package going out to you today, actually. As soon as I'm done here, I'm hitting up the post office. And another thing, too, all you guys remember, every single time you buy Yisun Shin books, you get Yisun Shin bookmarks. That's what's up. All righty, then. So, Russell, you are set. Andrew Garcia, you are set. I got your books signed for you, brother. And last person I got to sign books for is Mr. Richard Ship. I do want your Amazonia books, Joe. I would love to have I think we probably need somewhere to start. So let me know what you think a good starter pack is for me as a dealer, and that'll give me a chance to kind of do something cool with promoting it. And actually, I have an idea on how we can do this. So you see, we're doing a virtual signing right now, and I'm just experimenting. But today is the last episode of Live with Onrie. As of going forward, we're going to be doing virtual signings. And this will be an opportunity for the guests that we have on the show to really engage the audience, to really do the virtual signing thing. Did I spell my name wrong? Where did I do that? Hang on a second. Where did I spell my name wrong? What's up, Kyle? Good to see you, buddy. So anyway, what I'm doing is, so the virtual signings that we'll be doing, I had a couple of them on my show where I had Chuck Pino come on for 15 minutes, and then I had William Quinton come on yesterday for 47 Furious Tales. Both books sold out. But, I really want to, oh, okay, I got it. For Ship's books, put 3 O's. I got you. I hear you. So what I wanted to do was, I felt like the time I had with the creators, especially with William. William's awesome, dude, and his books sold like crazy. Like, I had 10 copies of this thing when he sent it to me, 47 Furious Tales #1, and I literally sold through half of everything before I even went live because so many people wanted it. And I knew that would be the case because I was bringing all my Eastern Shin fans on board for this book because it's Asian history and it's done beautifully. It's just a fantastic book. William is so committed to the production process for his book. He's all about getting all his ducks in a row, making sure that his artist is paid, making sure that everything is exactly the way it needs to be. And I figured, you know what, this guy and I were cut from the same cloth. Of course I want to have him on the show. But, you know, I had him on for like 15 minutes. I'm like, man, I really want to chat with this guy. I want to talk to him for another 45 minutes. But now I got to, you know, move along so that I can start selling other comics. So that's why I decided to change Live with Onrie to virtual signings with Onrie. And what that means is I'm going to order books directly from the creators in advance. And once I get those books, I'll read them. And then we'll set up a time to get you on the show where you can actually sell your books and while we have an interview. And I think it's going to be a fantastic experience. It's something different that I'm trying, and it's definitely something that I want to get better at doing. And because it's just an opportunity for us all to kind of win. And that was the hardest thing about 2020 for me was once conventions kind of stopped, I was like, all right, well, how am I going to get thousands of Eastern Shin books into people's hands? Because in the past, I've done well on Kickstarter, but Kickstarter is not an indicator of like how successful or how bad your book is. You know, like it's just a platform. It's just a vessel. And I do believe that the more Kickstarters you do, the better you get at it, and the more you understand it, the more you can kind of own it. And that's something that we're transitioning to right now, because why not? It's just another avenue to get stuff out. And that's kind of the magic of being a comics creator, is you really want to spread your wings as far as you can and get your work out to as many people as you can. The work is never done. And that's especially the case when you're a dealer. You know, you want to get more comics into people's hands. You want to do it for the right prices. You want to make it attractive for everybody that's involved. And that brings just as much joy to me as actually making comics, you know, is actually getting it out there. But when I have an opportunity to actually help other creators do something, that's really that really takes it to a whole new level. Because to me, that's what comics is about. It's not just about putting your work out there and making it all about yourself, because, you know, we all are trapped within ourselves, and we all think about our books and getting more copies into people's hands. And of course, I want to sell millions of these. I will sell millions of these books, but it's also important that I sell other people's books. It's you know, something I love doing. If I can take that energy and get more books into people's hands that maybe I didn't have anything to do with, that's also like a gift and a privilege, you know, and to connect people, to connect readers with with new artists and new writers. You know, that's what it's all about. As a matter of fact, that's how I would define business. You know, business is not just a matter of like building something that sells stuff. A business is about building and maintaining relationships. And we got somebody from Korea. How you doing? Annyeonghaseyo. Thank you for joining us. We got Kim Sung Jin. I read that in Hangul. So I learned Hangul. That's one of the cool things about working on Eastern Shin, is I learned a whole new language. So, shit, my man, I got your graphic novel right here. This is a rare first printing, okay? I hooked you up. Normally, the first printings now, we're down to like the last 100 of these, and they're going for like about $35. So if you guys want a first printing of the trade, it's $35. Ship is my man, and I'm hooking him up because he's been a real loyal Yi fan for quite some time. And I'm actually going to sign his book for him in Korean, Kyle. So check this out. I'm going to straight up do this in Hangul. And I will show you guys right now. This is... So check it out, Ship. I signed your book in Hangul. And what does it say? That's a Singrerer Wiayo. So what does that mean? That translates to onward to victory. And yeah. God bless USA. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I love the USA. You're ready for Korea's next book. Yeah, I'm working on that third Eastern Shin book, my friend. I promise you, as soon as we get it out there, we will find a way to get it published out there. We did have a publishing deal, but it expired. And as of right now, we're publisher-less in Korea. But we are always open to working with new companies. And that's what it's all about. All right, Chip, here you go, brother. Both your graphic novels are signed in my magic pen. You're the man. I appreciate it so much. And Mr. Garcia, I appreciate you too, man. Thank you so much for your business. I appreciate you picking up this set here. This is fantastic. 9 for $23. And if you guys are watching this later, this is the beauty of SHIN. I got a lot of these books, so they're always around. You guys can always call it as you see it, and we got you covered. And Russell, I got you right here. And one other thing I want to tell you guys about is a book I'm working on right now that I am hopefully going to get out this year. I want to get a lot more projects out this year, but the book I'm working on right now, Warline, I'm finally starting to make some headway with this book. And let me just tell you guys, it's going to be wild. Warline is basically my sort of like COVID machination, if you will. It's a character I created, you know, as a result of what was kind of going on with the world at the time. And I had wanted to do something like this for some time, but my responsibilities on SHIN kind of like kept me from it, because not only am I the writer and producer of SHIN, I'm also responsible for marketing and selling SHIN, and I handle everything myself. And at times I have help from Kevin and Dak and anybody else who has gone into battle with me at conventions. But it doesn't leave much time for me to really, it doesn't force me to really create anything. So once conventions stopped, I was kind of left with this idea of, all right, what do I do next? And of course, I didn't have any answers. I didn't know, you know, and I didn't understand what live sales were. I didn't know that like I could be selling. I was already a dealer, but I didn't know I could be doing this. I just didn't think of it. And while I was in this process, I took on some freelance work because I figured, all right, I'm a writer or editor, you know, like I should be taking on some freelance work. So I did, and I wasn't really happy. I don't know why. I felt like there were a lot of times when I was freelancing that I really wanted to make certain projects better because I wanted to have my imprint on it. And I always had to remind myself that it's not just about me, it's about, you know, the creator and them seeing things their way and making sure that the project ends up the way that they want it to. And once I came to that understanding, I think I had a much better experience with my freelance clients. And again, I guess I'm being hard on myself because we've all developed pretty good relationships, and some projects work out, some projects don't. And you know, at one point I was just like, you know, I really want to get into doing. I need to be out there and I need to present stuff. That's really where I shine most. And I love the fact that I can now do that and focus on my own creator-owned work at the same time. That's like a really important thing for me. So I'm looking forward to a really wonderful year. I'm really hoping that we'll see conventions at the end of this year. Hopefully everybody will be, you know, will feel comfortable, and whether they choose to get vaccinated or not, and we'll be able to go and enjoy being at conventions again. But in the meantime, and forever onward, we can always engage on here, which is really cool. So if anything, this whole situation with COVID has actually allowed me to get to the next step of my career, which is really, really fantastic. And I've had a lot of guidance along the way, which is really great. And, you know, everything we've done on Live with Onrie has been fantastic, because I got to interview a lot of creators, a lot of people who gave me a lot of guidance and, you know, kind of direction with what we're doing with Warline. And eventually I just woke up one morning and I said, you know, I want to start selling stuff again. And so that's kind of how we got into the live sales thing. So I will be back on in an hour and 13 minutes to interview STEF WILSON. I'm really looking forward to that. So, guys, make sure you tune in for that. That's going to be awesome. Nothing's going to be for sale. It's just an interview between me and Steph, and it's going to be fantastic. We're going to close out live with Onrie. It's the last episode. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come back, hang out with us. I will be back on in an hour and 12 minutes now. Thank you so much for helping me move some books. Look at this big stack of books we moved. Look at that. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. And by the way, if you guys are interested in ordering Eastern Shin later, just, comment in the feed here or message me directly. Friend me on Facebook. Follow me. And we're gonna do more stuff like this in the future. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Love you all. See you in a bit.